Hi, welcome back to Valley News Live. We're taking a look up in Devil's Lake facing south. Got a nice view of Sirius, the dog star up in our southern sky there. And here in Fargo, though, the temperature is 3 degrees. We have clear skies right now, and that wind out of the south-southwest at 8 miles an hour is making it feel like it is 10 below, and those sky conditions across the area are downright clear. Not a cloud in the sky right now, and those winds are blowing out of the southwest for folks in our west and out of the northwest for folks in our east. Both places are blowing at about 5 to 15 miles an hour, but up in Langdon, it's a little bit stronger there, 18 miles an hour for folks up along the border. And those temperatures across the area are mostly in the single digits. Grand Forks sitting right at 0. Roseau and Baudette, though, holding on to those double digits as hard as they can. And those wind chills, though, they're a little chilly. Most places sitting below 0. Baudette, though, still sitting above 0 when you factor in the wind. Grand Forks at 15 below, as well as Langdon. Now, as we move through the remainder of this evening towards bedtime, about 12:30, here we are. We're going to start to see some more clouds into the picture up in our northwest as well as our southwest, and a bit of a breezy southwest wind that could be strong at times, particularly for folks along the North Dakota-South Dakota border, as well as up in the Devil's Lake Basin and the Northern Valley. And temperatures will be mostly in the single digits for folks across the area at that time. Now, as we move towards sunrise, we're going to start to see the influences of that cold front that's sitting right outside of our area. At that point, those winds will increase out of the south, and that's thanks to that cold front. Now, as we move through the morning hours towards that lunchtime hour, we're going to see that cold front push its way down to the south and to the east, and you'll be able to tell if it's past you as those winds will shift out of the south to out of the north. So folks in our northwest will have already seen that move through. Now, as we move through the remainder of the afternoon toward about 3 o'clock, here we are, we're going to actually see those temperatures increase despite that cold front, thanks to those south winds that we saw through much of the morning. Temperature here in Fargo at that time will be 27 degrees, and some folks might see 30 or above freezing in Lakes Country. And as we move into the evening, we'll see more and more clouds thanks to that cold front and those south winds ahead of that cold front, bringing a little bit more moisture into the area. But behind that, we're going to see those strong north winds, especially for folks in the Northern Valley, before those temperatures start to decrease after sunset. And then by the time we start headed to bed, we'll see most of those temperatures in the teens, and of course some of that breezy north wind continuing. Now, tomorrow morning we'll see those temperatures in the single digits for most of us, and tomorrow afternoon we'll see most of us sitting right around 30 degrees. So this next week looking a little chilly. Will be a couple of degrees warmer or a couple degrees colder than freezing for much of the week. And spring springs on Monday, but despite springing, Mother Nature doesn't quite get the hint, and we see snow move into the area the next day, late in the evening on Tuesday, continuing through the overnight period into that morning on Wednesday. I'll keep you updated on that one. And then as we look farther out, still don't see a 40 on the picture, so we could challenge that #1 spot.
How is it supposed to be spring and we're expecting
snow? I don't want it to spring some snow on us. I'm not a fan of that.
Well, thank you, Jim. Still ahead on Valley News Live at 10, at least 4 p.m.